All right, we're back, and it's kind of wet.
It's a little soppy.
Sleety. Yeah. Winter mix. But we're back with James.
Hey, what's up?
Who's from the podcast. But we're going to try and get a fire going, even though it's real wet. James brought this little candle thing. I'm going to make some wood chippings that we can use.
Yeah, those things take really nicely.
I'll just shoot them towards y'all. You can put them up.
They go up right away.
How's it going?
Good. I want to use the axe.
Are you thinking we're going to bring the whole tree down at some point once you get some limbs off?
That's probably outside the scope of today's work, but it'd be fun.
I mean, we got a saw and an axe.
We could do it. Dude, that's going nice. He went for the more frequent and less powerful approach.
James, give us a big stroke. Give us like some big, yeah.
The choke thing is gonna break in half. Very nice. You look great from the other side.
Yeah. So we have decided to cut the whole tree down. It's a dead tree. But our plan is to cut a wedge in it, and we're going to try and fell it into this open area without hurting any of us or destroying our shelter.
Keep her going.
Oh, I'm going to bring the camera in so that the folks at home can get a closer view. James, you want to explain what we're doing?
Yeah, so we've cut a wedge out of the front here, and now we're going to cut a line into the back.
Below the wedge.
Yeah, and you cut it below the wedge. If you cut it above the wedge, you can kick back. Below the wedge, you're going to just pry this end up. It's going to force the whole thing to tip over.
Yeah, so the idea is that we're going to cut a line into it, and then either with an axe or a wooden wedge or something, put something in there to kind of force this up, and then hopefully the tree should fall.
Probably with some applied added pressure.
Yeah, with some coercion.
If it falls when you don't make it fall, that's
you did it wrong.
You did it wrong. It should fall when you make it fall and not before. If you want to switch off. Ready?
Well, now I'm just getting a good view of your butt.
It is a good view.
It is.
You get some extra views.
Yeah, that's how I get the view. I mean, my most viewed video is one where Trevor's shirtless, so.
Tree felling turned sexual. In the hood.
Not in the wood. Hopefully not gone wrong. We must go deeper.
I think what probably needs to be deeper is this as opposed to that. Especially if they're kind of not really connecting here, you know?
He was just opening the wedge up a little bit more.
Hey, I'll push and you force it in initially. And then maybe, you could honestly just leave it there. But if you push on this, I don't know how you're going to do that. You want to drive the wedge in. Well, I know, but if you push on it, it'll
Open it up.
easier. Obliterating our... How good this is for your axe, Noah, but obliterating this one.
Just aim for the head, not the handle.
So let me see what pushing does now. You can't push it more than the wedge is here.
because like think.
That's what I'm saying.
What we have to do is basically break from here to here.
Yeah. So I don't understand why you guys were putting it lower. Like you put it even with the wedge.
Well, you put it a little bit lower so that when you wedge it up,
like a couple millimeters.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, but what if we just took the saw in here, right, and cut this back a little bit, so you'd still have this like
wedge,
area for it to
yeah,
go,
so,
but you had less to
great.
break.
We're getting this out. We're gonna break your axe before we get this out.
Well, we don't have to get it out.
I think we need a new line in the back. I don't think we should use.
Well, I mean, we
line.
could try cutting this first and just see how that goes.
Cut it from the front.
You know, just so that there's less to break.
I just think you're supposed to make it even so it splits, you know, or at least a little bit lower.
Yeah, I think we did go too low. I just don't know if that's.
Can you push on this? See if I can wedge it out. I'm doubtful, but.
Oh my gosh! Do you see how much that base is flexing?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the roots here are gonna come out before the tree splits.
Just be gentle with my stuff.
Have faith, you swine. You gotta keep pushing out. I feel like that'll at least be able to give it some relief.
It's gonna work for it.
The base of that flex is so much when we put the force on it.
The roots are more rotten than the
Yeah.
trunk is.
The base of the tree?
Yeah, that's a bit wiggly for.
Yeah, it's too tight. I can't go any further than that.
It's gonna fall here soon.
Timber! Alright, stop on. Here it comes up. Leave it, Hey! Woo! That probably took way too much effort, but we did it.
I'll let you go at that.
Not the swiftest jump.
No, it took probably 15-20 minutes, but we did it. When we're inexperienced and had limited tools. There we go.
You were inexperienced. I've done that.
That fire's looking good too.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's so soupy. James had to put on his lumberjack uniform before he limbed the tree.
Of course.
Real cute lumberjack. You're cute too, Trevor.
Thank you. Alright, this little guy right here, he's dead at the top, so he's probably not going to grow well anyway, and we're going to use him to secure the logs on the other side of our shelter.
All right, you have permission to kill the tree now.
Alright.
So James has been limbing and clearing up that tree, doing an excellent job. It looks gorgeous. Our firewood in here was getting soaked, as you can tell by the ground, and so I moved it to back in the tent, or into the shelter. We're letting our fire burn big and hot, because later on we are going to make some bread in a Dutch oven, or James is. Super excited for that, so we want some good coals. I'll bring you over and show you the tree. I imagine pretty soon we might take some turns at cutting some sections off. Maybe some of the smaller stuff over here we can use for the shelter. But I think we just got a lot of real good firewood now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pine is bad firewood in general, but it'll burn.
Yeah, I mean, we're not trying to have... It's good for when you just need heat and don't care if a bunch of soot gets on all your stuff. All right, James, you want to tell us about your bread?
Sure. I started a sourdough last night, only half a batch because we're only making one loaf. And I got the cast iron with the Dutch oven here, preheating on the coals. Once it gets up to, you know, really hot, we can drop the bread in and bake it there for maybe 20, 30 minutes.
Nice. I'm really excited.
We're going to have to, the hard part, like Trevor said, is going to be the even heating, so we're going to have to rotate that quite a bit. Or maybe even move it onto the fire itself, I don't know.
Yeah, I've got a grate in there we can use. And we could use the shovel to put some coals on top of it.
Oh yeah, coals on top of definitely help. Alright, so this morning I made up a half recipe of sourdough. There's a ball about the size of a grapefruit. You can see now it's risen nicely.
Yeah.
And once we pop it in the pot, it'll be tasty too.
Awesome.
The Dutch oven has been heated up. We're ready to drop the bread in.
Do you want the grate or are you going to put it straight back on the coals?
Put it right back on the coals.
Sorry, I'm ruining your audio quality.
Where can I set this? Here?
Anywhere.
Okay. I think we might want to butter the bottom of that. You got the butter?
I do. Or do we want to use... Trev, you got spray, right?
Yep.
Do we want to use... Spray would be better. It'll get better coverage.
Oh, it's cold, so it's weak.
Oh, it's just like vaporizing.
Yeah, see what I mean? Yeah, I think the butter was the right way to go.
Okay.
I mean, it's still oil, but like, that'll probably happen with butter too. It'll just take longer.
Call that sufficient. There we go. And, important, gotta cut steam vents.
Mm.
Okay, so that is probably sufficient.
Look at that. Exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Alright, I want some coals on top of this. Let's get it baking.
All right.
Shovel?
Yeah.
Try and make sure to just get the good coals, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, you can put a whole burning bit on there too. Just want it hot.
Okay. Now, Noah, you set a timer for 20 minutes for me?
I can in just a second, yeah.
Alright.
James, you gotta open that back up. I should have been filming.
Yeah, so
Just show us.
this was not good. We put it on the fire. We should have kept it off.
Oh, is that it glowing? Or is it, I think there might be bread underneath.
Alright, let's move it across that.
There might be bread underneath.
There might be bread inside. Maybe. But here's a note. Fires are too hot. Don't put it right on the fire.
What do we have to put it on?
I'm just going to set it right here.
Oh, poor buddy. Is that it glowing?
Yes, it is glowing.
Oh. Oh no.
I don't know if there's anything salvageable in there, but
It looks like a piece of lava.
yeah.
Oh, it's hard.
I think we should have cooked it for like
It's like a bee's hive. Like a,
We should have checked
wasp.
it more often.
This is a wasp nest, bro.
I know.
There's some bread in there.
There's probably bread in there, yeah.
Alright, let's just give it a good...
Oh, there's bread in there. There's dough in there.
So there's about a 1/4 inch of good bread, and then there's dough, and then there's crust.
That was, yeah, just way too hot.
Yeah, we just gotta...
You could...
Now, there is an opportunity in here in that the crust, right, is like a millimeter thick, which is hilarious, or 2 millimeters. But basically, I feel
like a donut.
the crust is unsalvageable, right?
Yeah.
But then there's this thin layer of bread. But there's dough in there. The Phoenix has provided us with we can do something with that dough. I feel like we put it on maybe we just throw it back in the pan.
Yeah. we'll let it cook in the residual heat from the Dutch oven.
Yeah. Do we want to try and extract the dough or just put the whole thing in there?
I'm gonna set it down, face down on the bottom.
All right.
In retrospect, other people I've seen do this, heat up the Dutch oven in the fire, but then leave it sitting off the fire to cook the bread in.
Mm.
So.
All right. I'll let you reposition that with the gloves.
Does it taste good?
Well, you live and you learn.
Yep. We learn, don't do that again. Okay, maybe give that another 10 minutes. Let's see.
Oh, maybe we check it after 5.
Yeah.
See, this is a good crust.
Huh.
What sort of developed on the...
Yeah. You want to show me that the inside? Maybe the good cross section.
It's a great crust.
So we basically just put it down in the Dutch oven for 10 more minutes or so.
I'm guessing the temperature inside the Dutch oven was about 600 or 700 degrees, which is like twice what it should have been. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that is. It looks like a piece of basalt, or that freshly came out of a lava pool.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's hard to, like. Wait. Everyone be quiet. Be quiet. I'm gonna go away from the fire.
You might burn yourself a little bit.
I'm gonna just try and open up a nice little pocket in here to. Oh, ow! Hot bread. Look at that though. Ah! Very hot bread.
Steamy.
Very good.
Especially out here, the nice warm, soft bread is really
That is very good.
very nice. Well, yeah. Is this a video? Or?
Yeah, it's a video, but I'll take a picture.
Hello. I wear my shame as a crown.
You bitch.
It kind of sizzled.
Yeah, definitely not super hot.
I'm always happy to take Trevor's
Leftover eggs.
2 seconds. Yeah. Sloppy seconds. That's what you're looking for.
Ready for this?
You gotta be decisive and then drop the pan so you can catch them.
Hey, he did it.
Nice work.
I don't want to lie, I didn't have faith in you.
Oh, I know. You never do.
So I just realized that I'm sawing this log for no reason. And Trevor's cutting that log for no reason. James is fanning the fire. I mean, for no reason. We've just been talking for a few hours, just really doing stuff for no reason.
We made potatoes.
And didn't film it, and I'm bummed, but just been chatting and having a real good time.
Oh, get the video of that.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Woo! I finished my cutting for no reason.
Yeah, look at him go.
All right, so with our last kind of hour or two of daylight, we want to, these kind of 3 trees that are leaned up here, we think they would be good for shelter building. So we want to kind of get them down and towards the camp and limbed, and maybe not all cut up on the shelter, but at least processed a little bit today.
Yeah, that one in the middle looks a little rotten, but I think the other one's...
Yeah, that might be better for firewood. How's the delimbing going?
Good. There's another downed tree over here that looks mostly of good quality. I'm going to delimb that one too.
Nice. Well, yoink that too.
Yeah, if you and Trev want to come and
Get the other one?
pull this one away, it's done now.
All right. All right. I trust you, Trevor. Hey, should already be rolling.
Ready to drop?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Nice job.
All right. So at one point this path was cleared. On this winter you can't really see. I gotta hit these thorns with like a weed whacker or something. But now there's logs falling on it and a bunch of sticks in the way, even worse over there. And so we probably won't get it done today. But one of the things we want to do is just, you know, just little stuff like this, little tripping hazards and annoying things like that. Get our trail from our shelter up to the main path cleared off, so that we can have an easier walking time, especially when there's snow covering it. You know, stuff like this, it just trips you up and is annoying. And then, you know, next spring, rake it. Working on clearing the trail and bringing more trees in. I'm just taking a break. Got this nice little perch above the trail. Probably not the wisest because it's on a broken tree that is kind of fallen over there. We're gonna clear it out soon, or at least by the path. But it's kind of a slick little perch. That seems pretty sturdy. Very aesthetic with that smoke. Look at him go, splitting that wood. Look at all the pretty mushrooms. Yeah, that's a lot. That's really pretty. So my current plan to fix the slop is I dug it all up, kind of slopped it together in a mud patty,
You know,
put it in the fire,
I think
put
plan,
coals on it.
I think,
Hush!
I think plan is a generous term.
It is a plan. Put coals on it, and now I'm gonna let it cook, and then I'm gonna replace it so that I don't dig down and make it drain. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be dry.
I think my socks are soggy again.
You gonna burn them again?
No.
What happened to my socks? Did you bring those back?
They're somewhere in my house.
Oh my gosh. The good scientist, I must document my results. And as James said, it's definitely better. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's not dry per se.
Just continues to do it.
It's not dry per se, but it's not as wet. There's no standing water, and it's smooth.
Are you happy?
No,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
it's just still schlop. It's just warm schlop.
Just warm schlop.
What if I just... Alright, so putting the fire out, packing up. Getting dark, we're heading out, but feel pretty good today. We didn't do a whole lot in the shelter. We put some posts in for where we think the corners are going to be. Haven't really lashed them, we're just set them there. But we gathered a lot more wood, pulled some trees out of the woods, cleared the path, fell this tree, and just had a good time chatting. So, it was a nice day. So we accidentally forgot the saw at the camp. It's getting dark, but I had to come back here and find it. Alright, so it's getting dark. You might not be able to see me very well, but this is the end of the video. I know we didn't, as I almost always every time say, didn't accomplish as much as maybe we set out to originally, but that's okay. We had a lot of fun, caught up. I hadn't seen James in person in a while. He and I also do a podcast together every 2 weeks called In My Experience, so you could go check that out if you liked hearing from him. But, you know, we made some progress on clearing trails and gathering and falling some wood, and had fun. Ultimately, that's the end goal. But I hope that you enjoyed or learned something or laughed or whatever. But if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, all great things. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Bye.